Let's start with the exercise 1. Define the following network types: LAN, MAN, and WAN, and provide an example of each. Let's start with LAN. It's the local area network. It's a network that connects devices within a small area such as home, office, or school. Example of local area network, we have the school's computer network. Let's now define the metropolitan area network. It's a network covering a city or a large campus, often used by organizations with multiple buildings. An example of the metropolitan area network is a city's public Wi-Fi network. And the wide area network is a network that spans a large geographic area, often connecting multiple local area networks, like the internet. This is the first exercise. Now exercise 2, describe the difference between a server and a client in a network. A server is a computer or a software that provides resources or a service or a data to other devices in the network. But a client is a device that requests and uses the resources of or a service from the server. For example, in a web server client model, the web server hosts websites and the client or the browser accesses them. This is the difference between the server and the client. Exercise 3. List of 3 common network topologies and describe each briefly. We have the bus topology. All devices are connected to a single central cable. Data travels along this cable and devices share the bandwidth. The star topology. Each device connects to a central hub or switch. If one device fails, it doesn't affect others, but if the central hub fails, the entire network goes on. And finally, the ring topology. Ring topology is a device are connected to a circular form. Data travels in one direction around the ring until it reaches its destination. This is the 3 topology. You can go to watch the lecture 1 to show other information about the topologies or the network topologies. Exercise 4. Why is the client-server model commonly used in local area networks? The client-server model is commonly used in the local area networks because it's centralized data and services, making it easier to manage and secure. Servers handle requests and provide resources, while clients access these resources, which optimize network efficiently. Exercise 5. In a peer-to-peer network, do clients and servers exist? Explain. In a peer-to-peer network, there is no dedicated client or server. Each device, called a node, acts as both of client and server. Devices share resources directly without a centralized server, making it decentralized and commonly used for file sharing. Exercise 6. Name an advantage and a disadvantage of using the ring topology. The advantage: data can travel in a predictable, sequential manner, which reduces the chance of collisions. The disadvantage is if any device connection in a ring fails, it can disrupt the entire network. Exercise 7. In a star topology, what happens if the central hub fails. If the central hub fails, the entire network is disrupted and communication between devices stop because all devices depend on the hub to connect to each other. This is the importance of the hub in the star topology. Exercise 8. What is a node in a network, and give 2 examples. A node is any device connected to the network capable of sending, processing data. An example of a node includes a computer, printer, or a router. Exercise 9. Describe the difference between wide local area network and PAN. The wireless local area network, it's a LAN that connects devices over a short distance without physical cables, typically with Wi-Fi. But the personal area network, or a PAN, is a small network for personal use, usually within a few meters, such as Bluetooth connections between devices like a phone and headphones. This is the difference between WLAN and PAN. Now number exercise 10. Explain why the mesh topology is considered reliable. Because each device is connected to multiple other devices, this redundancy allows data to have multiple paths. So if one path fails, data can still reach its destination through alternative routes. Exercise 11. Name one real-world application where WAN is used. The internet is a real-world application of WAN as it connects various networks across the world, allowing data exchange and communication globally. Exercise 12. In a bus topology, what happens if the main cable is damaged? The entire network is disrupted because all devices rely on this single cable for communication. This is what happens if the main cable is damaged in the bus topology. Exercise 13. What is the main purpose of router in a network? A router directs data packets between different networks, enabling communication between devices on separate networks, often connecting the local area networks to wide area networks like the internet. This is the main purpose of a router in a network. Now let's describe the role of the file server in a network. In a file server, stores and manages files that multiple users on the network can access, allowing centralized storage and easier file sharing and security management. This is the role of the file server in a network. Why is a client-server network more scalable than a peer-to-peer network? Because it centralizes resources and services, allowing easier management and addition of resources as the network grows. And finally, what is network switch and how does it differ from a hub? A network switch directs data specifically to the device it's intended for, reducing unnecessary data traffic. A hub, in contrast, broadcasts data to all connected devices, which can lead to more data collisions. That's all for today. Don't forget to like my video, subscribe to my channel, and if you have any question, contact me on Instagram, and see you soon.